And so did Florida. Thank you guys very much for being here. What a great week it has been so far. I've been sleeping the past 2 days, so I have no idea what's going on in this tournament. But I'm excited to be here in Palatka, Florida. It was horrible not to be here with you fine fishing folks. But before we go any further, I want to say a very special thank you. And I need everyone to make a lot of noise. While I was under the weather, Chris Bowes did a great job emceeing this. Let's give Chris Bowes a little love. He's backstage. This is the fourth stop of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series, the Maxam Tire Bassmaster Elite. We have some fine folks from Maxam Tire here. They were doing a pro-am. Let's hear it for the fine folks from Maxam Tire. Without their great support, I think that was pretty good. And I know it's hot, so I'm not going to burn you out. But without them, there's no way we'd be back here in Palatka. One more time, let me hear it for Maxam Tire. That makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and it makes me feel happy that we have a great title sponsor here this week. So many great people to put this event on, but we've got 50 anglers left. We've got to cut this down to our top 10. You guys know how this all works. You guys ready to start this weigh-in? All right, before we can start it, we need to bring out our weighmaster. Let me hear it for LT, Lisa Talmadge. You ready to do this?
I'm ready. You guys ready? Thanks, Putnam County and Palatka. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll let you set up the scales. You guys know how it works. I'm the world's least likely cheerleader. I wave this little towel. You make lots and lots of noise. Let's try it one time. 1, 2, 3. I think that was pretty good, but it is hot, so I don't want to burn you out. One more time, I'll ask you, are you ready? I'm going to need your help with this part. Let's get ready to web our very first angler. Is it Foutz? Is it Foutz? He's an Elite Series rookie. Wesley Gore says Foutz. We need to reset the computer. It's under the weather, too. Hold on. Grab your fish, go backstage, and we'll do this all over again, because I think you guys can do better. No, we got it. Whew. Sorry, I'm new. 30 pounds, 12 ounces coming today. He's got 5 fish. Needs 3.7 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there, 11.13. He moves into second place currently with 42 pounds and 9 ounces. Wesley Gore, an Elite Series rookie, and what a rookie class we have. Wesley's already made one top 10 this year, came close to making a second one earlier this year with 11 plates, finished his first stop, but another good one here this week. Wesley?
Yeah, I just ended up running out of fish. I was running a Rodman, and I was catching fry garters out in the middle of the lake, and I mean, there's literally 0 left that I can find. There may be 2 that I couldn't get to bite, but I had a blast this week. I've only been here 5 days, you know, so I'm happy with it, and I thank you, everybody, for coming out. I want to thank the people back at home that support me. Impulse, Mountain Dew, my family, you know, all the other people. So we'll see y'all at the next one.
Great finish. We'll see you at the next one. Here's a guy who does real well in Florida. He's a 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fayetteville, Tennessee. The always lethal Brandon Lester had 31 pounds, 4 ounces to start the day. Looks like a good day today. 31 pounds and 4 ounces started the day. Needs 19.8 to take the lead. 5 fish, 15 pounds, 10 ounces. Not going to take the lead, but he moves into second place with 46 pounds and 14 ounces. Hot off a top 10 just last week. May have just made another one here this week. $46 pounds and 14 ounces. Second place right now, and see how it all shakes out. I mean, we've got 48 more anglers left to go, but might have just made back-to-back 10 cuts here in Florida.
It's possible. I didn't make the top 10 last week, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it was like 12th or whatever. But anyway, it's been a fun week, dude. It really has. The first 2 days, I basically fished shell bars and stuff like that, just like I would on the Tennessee River this time of year. And yesterday, with about an hour to go in the day, I slid up in a little canal and I caught a couple of fry garters. So today I caught them on a frog and a Cinco, a lot of fry garters. I actually caught 1 fish off the bed. So it's kind of been one of those roll with the punches kind of an events, but it's been a lot of fun. It's always great to come to Palatka. Love this crowd. Appreciate you guys. If I don't make it tomorrow, I'll see y'all next time.
Well, I hope you make this top 10. You made it for me. Next up, a 2-time FLW Tour winner, 5-time Classic qualifier from Shelby, North Carolina, Matt Airy. 39 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that, looking for 11:10 to take the lead. 9 pounds, 3 ounces, moves into second place with 48 pounds and 5 ounces. So a tougher day today. It's been Party Cove all week, but it was a real Party Cove there today.
I tell you what, man, that was tempting just to slide up in there for a little while. And I know Cory and Chris, those Canadians, that's what they do. They like to drink, they like to kill stuff, and they like to catch back. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, Dave.
Not in front of the crowd. I try to act put together, but yes, you're right.
But everybody was really respectful in there today, minus one jet ski that apparently didn't realize it was a no-wake zone. He kept doing circles around everybody. But I think somebody called him in there towards the end there, so that was a good deal. But no, overall, it's been a great week. If we don't make it to tomorrow, jump one off today is part of fishing. That may end up costing us the top 10, but a great week overall. I want to say hey to my girls, Reese and Ren. Hey to my wife, Emily. And if anybody doesn't know, turkey season's in. If I don't make it, I'm hitting the road, and I'm burning rubber to get back.
Either way, sounds like a win to me. We'll find out how this all works out at the end of our weigh-in. He's already made a top 10 in the state of Florida in his very first Elite Series event from Gonzales, Louisiana, Logan Latuso. 32 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day. Looks like a good day here today. He needs 18.9 to take the lead. 20 pounds, 3 ounces, and Logan Latuso is leading the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite with 52 pounds and 6 ounces. Palatka, Florida, he's digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let's hear it for Logan Latuso. A Crush City monster bag of the day, 20 pounds and 3 ounces. With 52 pounds and 6 ounces, he is leading this event. Going to see if he takes over Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day. 6'4", going to do that. So you're leading the event. You're leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and you may have just made your second top 10 of your Elite Series career.
Man, that'd be nice. After day one, there's no way I thought I'd be in this position, but, been making a long run every day, running that Suzuki all the way down, and I'd like to do it again tomorrow and see what happens.
We'll find out. We'll fire through this weigh-in as quick as possible. Let's bring out from Wisconsin, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Kyle Norsetter. Kyle Norsetter had 31 pounds and 3 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. $12 pounds, 3 ounces gives him 43 pounds and 6 ounces, and Kyle Norsetter moves into 5th place. Special shout out to all the ladies that took part in the very first Bassmaster program today. It was an incredible program. Make sure you check out Bassmaster in the future. And Kyle Norsetter, I got bone to pick with you. I was sick over in that hotel right there. Sad I couldn't be here, and I'm watching the weigh-in day one, and you said to Chris Bowes, hey, who cares about Mercer if I weigh fish like this? I'd like you to stay. What says you?
You know I was kidding. I just got to rub you thin, We got to get the crowd going. Dave does a good job. As a matter of fact, put your hands together for Dave Mercer, fellas, and ladies out there. We couldn't do it without Dave. It's just not the same. Chris did an amazing job with Lisa. And, yeah, we don't want you gone. I had about 10 text messages wondering where Dave was. Everybody was more concerned about Dave than me. So, we made all 4 cuts. Good season. Weight dropped a little bit. I kind of played it safe. I wanted to gamble, but AOI points are really, really high from how it was last year. So hopefully we can stick them on Murray. That was a 95th place finish, and move up the ladder from there and maintain. And we're glad to have you back, Dave.
Glad to be back. Thanks for the kind words. And I don't totally believe you. A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Lake Whatley, South Carolina, Todd Otten. 5 fish here today. Had 32 pounds and 7 ounces. And 1 point today, the entire bass fishing universe was freaking out. 12 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 44 pounds, 15 ounces, moves into 5th place. And the reason they were freaking out is because it came in as 1 fish for 10 pounds, but it was really 5 fish for 10 pounds.
Yeah, my marshal, I think he put in the wrong number or something, and he's like, oh, how do you erase that? I said, well, I don't think you can. You might have to call them or something. But so I don't know if they got it straightened out or not, but I said, I got 5 that's 10, not 1 10-pounder. Bass will call you if you catch a 10-pounder.
Yeah, you get their attention in a hurry. A decent finish, no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been good to me here in Florida. You know, 2 cuts in a row made it. But I have a feeling I'll be going home, you know, tomorrow. So maybe next time we'll get on a little more fish. But I really enjoy fishing here in Florida, and hope we come back. Thank y'all.
Well, it's great to have you here. Florida, I know you're going to get loud for one of your very own, a 6-time Classic qualifier, 2-time Bassmaster winner from DeBerry, Florida, John Cox. 34 pounds and 6 ounces coming into today. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Gives him 44 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 6th place. John, unfortunately not going to make the cut this time around, but I did notice yesterday when you weighed in, we're just going to keep, I'm trying to get on, I'm trying not to stand in front of her. I noticed yesterday when you weighed in, there was a whole herd of children up here, really, and I noticed right away, she picked one of the little ones up. I believe it was not for the picture, but it was just so her hands were busy and you wouldn't make her hold a bass.
Yeah, it was so she didn't have to hold one. But, man, awesome week, man. This crowd's awesome. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Man, this is just how the year's gone so far. It's been up and down. It's like, oh, you're going to win the tournament. You're not even close. Like, you know, I'm just trying. I'm trying to get it to work out each day, and I don't know if I'm just moving wrong, but man, awesome tournament. I just, you know, hope we put this on the schedule every year, and it was kind of cool coming in April, and, you know, maybe we'll try a March date or something, you know, down the road, and, yeah, and I guess we'll go on to the next one.
Look forward to seeing you there. Always great to have you here, and we'll see you at our next event. Let's bring out a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. Oh, boy. When he does the pinky hold, that is not a good sign. 34 pounds and 3 ounces as of this morning. 3 fish to add to that. 4 pounds, 9 ounces. Moves into 10th place with 38.12. And nothing to see here, but lots of great events ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot to see here with this crowd out here. This is pretty awesome, man. I really thought I had something figured out, so I gambled this morning and went to Crescent looking for a shad spawn. That didn't pan out, and I just never got panicked or anything. I thought I could go catch plenty of fish. I did lose a few, but, man, I just didn't get any bites today. I think I was a little bit behind the tide or something, but I don't know. I needed to gain some points. I had it going pretty good. I fished a couple of really good days. I had some good weights and good days, but today didn't go my way, so we'll be looking forward to the next one. And then this is an awesome crowd out here again. Appreciate everybody coming out. If y'all want to go out and catch some bass, I am completely out of net bait ions. It's a black blue flakes, a stick bait from net bait. It's got bait fuel in it, and I'm telling you, they're eating it up this week.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. We'll see you at the next one. A 3-time Classic qualifier, former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Jake Whitaker. 35 pounds and 7 ounces, 4 fish to add to that here today. As he walked on stage, he called them little bitties. 5 pounds, 6 ounces, and I believe your adjective was correct. He moves into 9th place with 40 pounds, 13 ounces, but as I always say, if the wheels are going to fall off the bus, might as well be on payday.
Yeah, man, today was, I kind of knew that what I was doing was really dying out, but I was too hard-headed, and I stuck with it, and, you know, that's what happened. So, just like you said, if you're going to sneak it up, the third day's the day to do it. But, man, it's been a really good Florida swing, you know, made both cuts and earned a lot of points. So, you know, really excited about the Florida swing. So, appreciate everybody coming out. Get to come home and see my little girl.
Safe travels. We'll see you at the next one. We have an Elite Series champion from Springville, Alabama, the little ball of hate, Wes Logan. Wes Logan started the day with 32 pounds and 12 ounces. He's got 5 fish to add to that here today. 9 pounds even. He moves into 9th place currently with 41.12, so going to be most likely short of the top 10 with the rest of the anglers left to weigh in. But, hey, top 50, another good payday.
Yeah, we got paid for sure. I'd have had an incredible, or another good bag today, probably another 22 to 24. I just couldn't put them in the boat. But that's how it goes. You know, like I said, we got paid. I was just running around swimming a jig that I designed for arc and flipping a Zoom speed worm around. And I don't know. I had a really good practice, I thought, and it just kind of, I don't know if the pressure got to the areas or what happened, but they kind of showed themselves again today, but just not as many. But I don't know. It is what it is. Good tournament. I want to thank my wife and my parents for taking care of me this week. I got a shoulder problem, so I'll be headed to Andrews Sports Medicine when we get home. And just want to tell everybody I appreciate the thoughts and prayers, and appreciate Palatka. It's always fun fishing here. I love this place. It's been good to me, and I hope we come back.
Safe travels. Get yourself taken care of. We'll see you at Lake Murray. Next up, from Florida, he's a Bassmaster Open winner. Get loud for Kobe Krieger. Kobe Krieger had 32 pounds and 6 ounces after 2 days of fishing here at the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite. 5 fish to add to that. 7 pounds, 14 ounces, moves into 11th place with 40 pounds and 4 ounces. Tell me about your week.
Hey, glad to have you back today. Glad you're feeling better. Hey, it was a great week. You know, I sight fished the first 2 days, and I went to the well one too many times, and I knew it was drying up and waited for 3 hours. And, dude, I had 2 fish forever. In the last 7 minutes, I caught 3 of those keepers. So saved a little bit of the tournament. But hey, it was a great time here in Palatka. You guys always show up and give great support. The people in the town here are awesome. The good thing is I only got a short drive home to see my wife.
Safe travels. We'll see you up at Lake Murray. Another good one. Next up, we have a 6-time Classic qualifier, 3-time Bassmaster winner from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. Mark Menendez had 32 pounds and 3 ounces. St. Johns River's been very good to him. 2 top 10s here. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 8-10 to get in the cut. 13-1 moves all the way up to 5th place with 45 pounds and 4 ounces. And we'll see if it holds out for the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Paducah, Kentucky. Mark, 5th place right now, and I hope it's enough to keep you in this. But, man, St. Johns River has been very, very good to you.
It has, Dave. It's going to be just that close. Probably the wrong side of the flip of the coin, but it's been a great week. You know, you go through times in your fishing career where you lose fish for no real reason. And the last day at the Harris Chain was a really ugly day, and it's been 2 really ugly days prior to this, and lots of missed opportunities. And it just, you can't figure out what's going on, but it's been really tough. But I've caught a lot of fish this week. I have to say, the guys over at Power Pole, I have beat the absolute crap out of that new motor, and it keeps right on going. I've tore it up as many ways as you can, and it's been absolutely fantastic, Dave. So if it can live through me, it can live through anybody else.
Congrats on a good one. We'll see how it all shakes out. He's a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. Ray Hanselman started the day with 37 pounds even. 4 fish here today, 1 short of his limit. He's 412 to get inside the cut currently, more to stay there. 13 pounds even, moves into 3rd place with 50 pounds even. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let's hear it for Ray Hanselman Jr. 50 pounds even and inside the cut for right now. I hope that 1 short of your limit doesn't come back to haunt you here.
Yeah, it was a definite grind today. I had a shell bed deal that was working real good. Caught most of my big fish on all week. Only got 1 big one off of it today. The shad spawn deal wasn't happening for me this morning. I ran around about 6 points, and the birds and the fish, or the shad were there, but the bass weren't. So I came back down into the river and flipped up the other ones, and hopefully it's enough. You know, I probably didn't leave myself enough time down here and to flip pads, but want to thank everybody in Palatka. This is a great host community, and we always love coming here, and just want to thank all my sponsors, Corey Wisman with Bullseye Services and Skeeter Yamaha and Renault Tackle and 6 Cents Baits. I mean, without all them, you can't get this done. But hopefully I'll see y'all again tomorrow.
We'll find out here at the end of our weigh-in.
And the Rams won yesterday.
Go Rams! His boys play baseball for a team named the Rams, okay? Just to explain it. Let's bring on 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, an Elite Series champion from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. 30 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day for Bill Lowen. Needs 11-11 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there till the end of our weigh-in. 9 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 13th place with 40 pounds and 8 ounces, but another good payday for Dollar Bill Lowen. Proud member of Team Express Yamaha, digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. And if nothing else, that is one lively fish. All of these fish going to go for a ride in our Yamaha Avco Live release boats back in the water for you guys to catch for years and years to come. And unfortunately, we're going to have to release you from this tournament, but a good finish, Bill.
You know, this is the first cut I've made all year. You know, I've been very unfortunate and been missing the cut by 10 ounces, 11 ounces, so it feels good to be fishing on a Saturday, you know. And Saturdays are pretty special for me because, you know, typically when I fish on Saturday, I pick a kid out of the crowd and give him a Bassmaster membership. For those of you that don't know, all I wanted to do when I was little is stand on this stage, and Bassmaster Magazine can help you do that, you know. And we're going to do something really special today. Yamaha decided to step up huge and partner on me with this one. So every kid in the crowd that's 12 years and younger is going to get a free Bassmaster membership.
Every kid?
Every kid.
There's going to be a lot of people lying about their age, Bill.
All you got to do, it's very simple. Go over to the Yamaha booth, see my wife, and we'll get it taken care of. You know, I've been with Yamaha for my whole career, 18 years, and I can't say enough about it, you know what I mean? Unless I've done it myself, I've never had a mechanical issue that didn't let me get back to the dock. So big round of applause for them for stepping up huge. Like I said, when I was their age, all I wanted to do was stand on this stage, and Bassmaster Magazine helped me do that. But, you know, without the rest of my sponsors, it wouldn't be possible to stand up here and do that. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to get to fish tomorrow. I'll be at the Yamaha booth working. If you want to come, get autographs, shake hands, talk about my Express. And then Monday, we're going to head home, put the Mossy Oak camo on and the Drake Old Tom, get some Boss shot shells, and we're going to get us a turkey.
Enjoy hunting, and thanks for such a great thing. Wow. Next up, we have our day one leader, a 3-time Classic qualifier, former Bass Nation national champion from Louisiana, Caleb Summerall. 32 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day today. Still leading for our Crush City Monster Bag of the tournament, 28 pounds and 8 ounces on day number 1. 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 8 ounces inside the top 10 right now in 10th place with 42 pounds, 11 ounces. A great week for Caleb Summerall. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. So Caleb, a great finish here this week. I know after day one, it you know, probably doesn't feel as great as you had expected, but hey, man, a great tournament regardless. Great points.
No, man, I couldn't ask for better. Day one was magical. I've said it on stage. I've never had a day on the water like that. Everything just went right. I was not expecting to even do that. I just rolled in there, and there they laid, and every one of them bit. Man, it was just so much fun. And then it was Choke City when I got the camera in my boat the next day. I don't know what no excuses. But, nope, went ahead and scratched up a limit today. Decent finish. Florida. I'm trying to get on the right track with catching them here in Florida. I ran all the way to Astor in my Express. It did great. Palatka, y'all never fail to show out. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out.
Congrats on a good one, brother. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Had a baby last week from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Oh, Bob Downey. I mean, he didn't have the baby, but he was part of it at some point. It's spawning season. 3 fish here today. 713 gives you 46 pounds, 9 ounces, puts you in 6th place. So congratulations on becoming a brand new daddy. I know that an amazing experience. And hopefully it's enough to keep you inside the cut.
It's going to be really close. I think I'll probably miss it by a few places, but I really can't complain. I was really just looking for a top 20, top 30 this week. I'm hoping we'll still be there. Those 2 big ones really helped me out yesterday. Everything went perfect yesterday, and it kind of went the other way today, but you do this long enough, that's going to happen. Just want to say thanks for everyone for checking in on my wife and I the last couple weeks. We really appreciate it. Everything's really good back home. Excited to get back there and see them. But renewed faith in the fishing community. A lot of good people checked in with us, and just want to say thanks.
Congrats. He's the 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion from Dry Creek, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. Jason Christie made a top 10 last week, had 33-14 after 2 days. He's 9'8" to get inside the cut currently. Definitely got that. 15 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into fourth place with 49 pounds and 12 ounces. And we'll see how it all shakes out. But Jason Christie may have just made a second cut in a row. And that Hydrilla Gorilla right there is a major reason why. We're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'4" for the day. 8 pounds for the tournament. Six pounds, 12 ounces, so a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day, and you've got you in fourth place, and you may be working tomorrow.
I hope so. You know, I think I need some weather to be able to catch them because there's big ones around. They're just hard to catch. I'd love to fish. You know, the weatherman says it's supposed to blow and front come through, and I think that'd make it good. You know, no matter what happens, it's been a good trip to Florida. I mean, Florida can humble you quickly like it did me today. And, you know, the constant, man, if I'd love to fish the top 10. If I don't, I get to go home and see my family, which we've been gone, 2.5 weeks. So either way, it's a win for me. But, you know, I love fishing here because it is different every single day.
Well, great finish. We'll keep our fingers crossed and find out how it all shakes out. He's an 8-time Classic qualifier, 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fort Worth, Texas. The Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Chris Zaldane had 32 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day today. Needs 11.3 to get inside the cut currently. 5 fish for Chris Zaldane here in semifinal Saturday. 10 pounds, 9 ounces. Moves into 11th place with 43.7. So just outside of the cut, but you're putting together a great season, Chris.
Hey, we didn't bomb Florida, and it's so easy to do down here. I had fun this week. I was throwing a frog all week. First day I had like 30 bites on it. Second day I had like 12 to 15 bites on it. Today I only had 6, and they were all 2-pounders. So really fun week, kind of chasing the tide, recognizing what the current's doing, and making really accurate casts. So had a blast. Thank you all for showing up, and we will see you in South Carolina.
See you there. Safe travels and keep it rolling. He's a 2-time Bassmaster winner from Wisconsin, Caleb Kufal. Caleb Kufal had 33 pounds even yesterday. 3 fish to add to it. Had a bit of a podcast going yesterday on Bass Live. 11 pounds even, puts him in 11th place with 44 pounds even. He's got one to show you, Florida. Get your cameras ready. There you go. The big bite, and that is the reason Florida is such a special place and the place that so many pros look forward to going to because of those big bites.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everywhere, you can come to a place like this, and any cast can be a giant, is always a special place. But good week. Made the Saturday cut, and I'm thankful for that. Just didn't get that many bites today. Luckily I landed everything that bit me today, and it is what it is. Looking forward to the next one, South Carolina, I think.
You were very entertaining on live yesterday.
I didn't even know I was on live, to be honest with you. My cameraman's supposed to let me know when we're on live. I heard nothing all day.
Well, he should do that more because it was very entertaining. Next up, we have a 7-time Classic qualifier, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Brandon Card. Brandon Card hot off a Super 6 finish in the Bassmaster Classic. 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 6 ounces, puts him in 18th place currently with 40 pounds and 11 ounces. So another good finish for Brandon Card. All of these anglers deserve to be celebrated. Half our field already headed home, but the top 50 remain here at the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite. And this one was a different one. Shortened practice, obviously, a different time of year, but to be standing here on Saturday is a good thing.
Yeah, I'll take it for sure. I love coming to Palatka. This place kind of reminds me of where my mom grew up. She grew up a couple hours north of here, up there on the Okefenokee Swamp. Is there anybody that lives close to the Okefenokee? Yeah, and so just coming down here just feels like home. You know, I love it down here. The wild oak trees with the Spanish moss. Can't wait to come back. Just had a great time and look forward to seeing my wife and little boy in the morning.
Congrats on a good finish. You should move there. It's a fun thing to say from Okefenokee. Next up, we have an angler hot off a top 10, a two-time Classic qualifier from Texas. Get loud for Brad Whatley. 28 pounds and 9 ounces coming in today. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody went to the Piggly Wiggly and came back with a whole sack full. 5 fish, needs 23.14 to take the lead. 31 pounds, 4 ounces, 31.4. And with 59 pounds, 13 ounces, Brad Whatley is leading the Maxam Tire Bassmaster Elite. And that right there is the Crush City Monster Bag of the Day. Today's weight, 31 pounds, 4 ounces. He outdoes his first 2 days of this tournament in just 1 day. Where do you want? Brad Whatley leading the Maxam Tire Bassmaster Elite. And good googly moogly, look at that. That's a pretty good day at the office, huh?
Yeah, I take that every day and twice on Sunday.
31 pounds, 4 ounces, the biggest bag of the tournament. We'll get those babies out of the way, those little ones. And now we're going to weigh one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 612 for the day, 8 pounds even for the tournament, 7.7, so a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. Already leading for the day. We're going to see if he can take over John Cox, who's leading with an 8-pounder for the tournament. Looking for Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the tournament. 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Leading everything. Hot off a top 10 last week. And, dude, I often say to people, there's this chance you may be fishing tomorrow. You're fishing tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I was kind of struggling. I went through my main area, and I wasn't getting bit. You know, I caught one little one. I told the good Lord, I said, I'm going to need a bite pretty quick or I'm going to have to burn out of here. And I'm telling you, man, within probably 30 seconds, I catch one almost 6 pounds. And then probably 3 casts later, I catch that 8-something. So things worked out.
They worked out in a big, big way. And I better say to all our leaders, look out, because can you get them again tomorrow?
You know, you never know. I mean, this is Florida. They live here. We all know that. I mean, it's full of giants. I've seen a lot of big fish. I'm definitely around some big fish. We're just going to need the cooperation of them. And if they bite, you know, hey, we're liable to bust another 30.
Look out. Ladies and gentlemen, get some noise for Brad Whatley. Wow. I need a drink of water. Let's keep him rolling. Our next angler from Blue Ash, Ohio, Alex Redwine. If I was Brad Whatley, I'd be drinking some wine right now, to be honest. 29 pounds and an ounce to start the day. You looked like you had a good day, but Brad Whatley ruined this for you, to be honest. 19 pounds and 4 ounces, a great day. With 48 pounds and 5 ounces. $48 pounds, 5 ounces. And you're sitting in 7th place, so a great day, a great tournament, but it wasn't very nice of Brad Whatley to go and weigh the biggest bag of the tournament right in front of you like that.
No, not at all. He made my 5 and 6 pounder look like tiny fish, so you guys didn't get very excited for mine compared to his, but no. It's a fun day, kind of. I didn't catch a whole lot of fish today. That big one I caught kind of at the end, I felt like that fish just gained me so many points going in for the rest of the year, kind of. It's been fun here. I know this St. John's River was my first ever elite event 3 years ago, and it kind of took my name. And after having a decent week last week and then this week, I mean, I couldn't ask for much more for a Florida swing. I got to give a shout out to Miller Tech Batteries. I only started my motor twice today. This morning on my way to my spot and on my way back from my spot, and just to have that reliability and peace of mind when it comes to energy, you know, using a bunch of graphs all day long and still have enough power to crank the motor up. But just want to say hi to everyone back home. It's been a fun few weeks down here in Florida, and good to see you, Dave. I haven't seen you in a little bit.
Good to see you too. Hopefully we see you tomorrow. We'll find out how it all shakes out. Next up, we have a two-time Elite Series champion from Panama City Beach, Florida. Get loud for Drew Benton. Looks like a good day for Drew as well. Had 28 pounds and 5 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 16-15 to get inside the cut. 20 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently with 49 pounds and 3 ounces. Let's hear it for Phoenix Yamaha Pro, Drew Benton. 49 pounds and 3 ounces, and Florida always shows out, and so do you every time we come here.
Not every time, but man, I've been fighting a lot of adversity these last few events and really not having a lot of fun. And then today, got back to having a good time and catching them. And catching fish always solves everything. And every fisherman kind of deals with it, and I've been dealing with it. And today was a lot of fun. I just hope I get to go tomorrow. This city really shows out. We talked about the grass last time we were here, and we all see the fences and all the work that you guys are putting in trying to get that back. And we all appreciate it. I think I speak for everybody. So hats off to you guys for putting in the work and trying to make this place a better fishery. It's already a good fishery, but it could be a great fishery if that ever comes back.
Great words, and we hope you get out there. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Another Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. 29 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day. 4 fish to add to that here on semifinal Saturday. 9 pounds, 15 ounces puts him in 24th with 39 pounds and 5 ounces. Gonna dig deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. $39 pounds and 5 ounces, so another semifinal Saturday appearance, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Today just wasn't a good day. Only had 4 bites all day. But, you know, fishing aside, you know, Palatka and St. Johns River has always been really near and dear to my heart. I fished my first ever Elite Series event here back in 2019, my rookie season. I weighed in the biggest bass I've ever weighed in my career right here, too, a couple of years later. And it's not just that. I mean, we get the privilege of going around the country and meeting some awesome people and getting, you know, to enjoy crowds like this. But the people here in Palatka are just so incredibly awesome, and just humbled by how nice and how supportive everybody is here. And also the fishing's great, so that's just kind of a caveat. But Palatka, we love y'all, and hope to see y'all again.
We sure do love Palatka, and I'm sure we'll be back here. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Auburn, Alabama. Get loud for Steve Kennedy. $31 pounds, 8 ounces to start the day. Unfortunately, just 2 fish here today. $10 pounds, 5 ounces. So for 2, not so bad. Moves into 19th place and digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Look at the size of that Hadrilla Gorilla. It's long and skinny. 41 pounds, 13 ounces for a total. We're going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 8 pounds, 7 ounces. 7.7, so I'm not going to take that over, but a welcome addition. A tough day today, but that makes it seem a lot better.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was an incredible bite. I actually had another one. My marshal seemed to think he was probably bigger, and I wasn't even watching my bait when he bit it, so I didn't even set the hook on him. But anyway, the best area down there, one of our guys probably made the cut. It's incredible how many boats are coming out just to go party, go hang out in the springs, cool off, or just hang out on a sandbar out there. I've never seen so many boats run by in all my life. We've been here a bunch of times, but we're usually here in February, maybe going into March, and it's much colder. So yeah, the boat showed up in force and had everything rocking and rolling, and my best deal was not working. So anyway, I had a couple of bites. I felt like I needed that 18 to 20 to make the cut, and I went for it, and I'll do it again next time I get a chance.
It's always good to have you here. Good payday. I'll see you down at Party Cove after this weigh-in. Next up, we have a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Strike King College Bass champion, Cody Huff. Had 29 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. Needs 17.5 to get inside the cut currently. 15 pounds, 5 ounces, just outside the cut in 13th place with 44 pounds and 9 ounces. We're halfway through our semifinal Saturday weigh-in and the quest to get inside the top 10 and keep your tournament alive. Make it into Championship Sunday at the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite. So just short of the cut in 13th place right now, but Florida swing's been good for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm a happy man. I've had a bad history with Florida, so 2 good tournaments, man. It's an awesome start to the year, and just enjoying this pretty weather is worth being down here.
Pretty awesome. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. Let's bring out an Elite Series champion. Took his win in the great state of Florida from Raceland, Louisiana, Tyler Rivet. 28 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 13 ounces, puts him in 27th place with 38 pounds, 15 ounces. So another good payday, Tyler.
Yeah, I'll take it. You know, I hate missing the cut last week, but it was a couple ounces. But, you know, I made up for it this week and got back in there, and hopefully we keep making the cuts. I hate missing them, you know, like I like the money. But, no, I'm just glad my family's here and my girlfriend. We're going to go have some fun next couple of days. We're going to go chill at the beach, you know, get our toes in the sand and stuff. But, no, I actually hate sand, but I made her stay with me all week, so I got to help her a little bit, you know.
Why do you have a microphone on your head?
Well, I don't like it touching my neck. It feels weird.
It looks weird when it's on your head.
Well, if I put it in the front, it looks like a flower, so I don't know about that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'll go back, get some drinks, get some beers, and,
Cache?
Casse.
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 Sorry. So they've been doing that at a bay here. There's been a lot of casse.
Yeah, we're going to do that tonight.
All right. I'll see you there. From Connecticut, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Get loud for Alex Wetherell. 27 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to him. £10, 14 ounces, moves into 29th place with 38 pounds and 5 ounces. Another semifinal Saturday appearance. Another good payday on the Bassmaster Elite Series for Alex Wetherell. So you're here on Saturday, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and you are too. Nice.
Yeah, I showed up.
Nice to have you back.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I walked away from Florida with 2 checks, and yeah, had a little tougher day, but yeah, overall I'm pretty happy. Made the cut, and get to drive all the way back home to Connecticut now.
All right, safe travels. We'll see you on Lake Murray in just a few weeks. Next up from Old Forge, PA, get loud for Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly had 28 pounds and 11 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 17.14 to get inside the cut currently. 18 pounds even inside the cut with 46 pounds, 11 ounces. Moves him into 10th place currently with 46.11. $46.11, so inside the cut right now. Probably not going to stay there, obviously. We got a lot of anglers left to weigh in, but a great week this week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. To be that close, I'm going to come up short, and I had one that last 10 minutes of fishing, it's going to haunt me. I honestly might not sleep tonight over it. Had that one get away, it was probably the biggest bite of the day, but other than that, it was such a fun day, and I love the St. John's. My first ever B.A.S.S college tournament was here. Had a really good event there, and I've loved it ever since. I've fallen in love with Palatka. Love being down here. It's a great area. But first and foremost, I was feeling a little under the weather this week, kind of like yourself. I have to thank my family there down here. My fiance over there as well. They took care of me this week. They really helped me get along, get through what I was feeling. Honestly, didn't even know if I was going to be able to fish yesterday. So I pushed through it, got out there, and now we're going to have a really great finish. So I got to be happy with that.
Great job. Congrats on another good one. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Millville, New Jersey. GDP, Greg DePalma. 26 pounds and 13 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that here on semifinal Saturday. 9 pounds, 10 ounces, puts him in 33rd place with 36 pounds and 7 ounces. So you got to be happy with this one, Greg.
Yeah, I am. I really enjoy coming here, guys. You guys have a gem out back. This is a great fishery, to say the least. It was still a good week for me. Whenever I lock a drop shot in my hand, I always seem to do really good. So maybe I'm trying to tell myself something here. But otherwise, it's been a good week. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm excited for that one for sure. So,
looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. He's a 3-time Bassmaster winner from Maryland. Get loud for Brian Schmidt. Brian Schmidt had 27 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that on semifinal Saturday. 13 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 40 pounds, 14 ounces. And Brian Schmidt moves into 23rd place currently. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Going to hold a few high. Get some pictures here, ladies and gentlemen. Palatka, Florida, you guys always show out, and we thank you for your great support. 40 pounds, 14 ounces, 23rd place, so a good finish, whatever way it shakes out.
Yeah, good week, Dave. I was making a really, really long run, almost to the southern boundary every day, and my whole game was frogging some pads and fishing shell. And, first day everything went really, really easy and really well, and then yesterday, I don't know what happened. I really, really don't. I had 9 pounds. I wish I could do it over, but, I threw a Spro mixed stick, a Spro popping frog, and a Missile Baits 48, wacky style. And shout out to Hayabusa. I swapped out my trebles on my mixed stick, and I believe it put a few extra fish in the boat. They were barely grabbing it. These fish are so smart. It's unbelievable. But good week, and I guess we're on to Murray.
Congrats on a good one. We'll see you up in Murray. We have a 4-time Bassmaster winner from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. 29 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. 2-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club. One of the most dominant pros in the last 5 years. 10 pounds, 12 ounces. Puts him in 28th place with 40 pounds and 3 ounces. Taking deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Lee Livesey. 40 pounds and 3 ounces, Lee, 28th place, and another good payday in the Elite Series.
Yeah, I lied to everybody yesterday. I promised the world and Bass Live that I would not take a left out of here the rest of my life. And I took a left. And, yeah, I know you can boo me if you want to. I'm about as stubborn as you can get. But I took a left, did not catch him again for the last time in my life. I think that'll be the last time I ever go. But, man, look at this crowd. The St. Johns River is where I started my career, actually, and I top 10'd the last time Rick Clunn won here, and that's probably my, favorite memory of fishing the Elites in the last 6 years, besides the trophies that I've won, is sitting right here and watching Rick Clunn win that trophy. And I just want to say thank you for Rick for being a great friend and a great ambassador of the sport. Man, I love him as a friend and an angler. Rick Clunn, you're the man. Thank everybody. Thank you all for coming out. Thanks to all my sponsors, all my family. I can't wait to get back home and see my wife in Brooklyn and Taryn. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all later.
Congrats on another good one, brother. He's a Bassmaster Open winner. He's a Classic qualifier. He's an Elite Series rookie. Originally from Nebraska, now makes his home in Texas. The next big thing, Ben Milliken. Had 26-15 to start the day. 5 fish to add to that. 5 fish here on semifinal Saturday. 13 pounds, 10 ounces with 40 pounds and 9 ounces. Ben Milliken moves into 26th place. Another good payday for Ben Milliken in his rookie season. So another good payday, Ben. You got to be happy with the way this one worked out because Florida is never a guarantee for anyone.
No, it's not. I don't really know how I got 13 pounds a day. It's the most inconsistent place ever. But I'll take it. Harris Chain was terrible for me, and so I really needed to bounce back. And we stayed consistent. We got a good little payday, and we got some points back. So on to the next one, and it'll be a better one.
Looking forward to seeing you at Murray. Always great to have you here. Oh, the hits keep coming. From Clewiston, Florida, Bassmaster Open winner, 2-time Classic qualifier. Get loud for Scott Martin. 28 pounds and 10 ounces to start the day for Scott Martin. 5 fish to add to that here today in his home state of Florida.
Thing looks like a burrito.
8 pounds 4 ounces. That's a big burrito, but we're not weighing burritos today, unfortunately. 36 pounds 14 ounces. So I mean, a good payday.
You know, that's really what it was about. You know, I really fought hard yesterday to make the cut. You know, fortunately, I won the first tournament there at Okeechobee this year, so I got my classic for this year. So points really don't matter. So today was a little bit different. You know, I gave Canterbury my starting spot. Hopefully, I don't know what he called off of it. Didn't look like a whole lot, but I ran around and just tried to fish some new stuff and try to learn a little bit about, because I'm sure we're coming back. This is a great tournament fishery because of the complexity of it with the tides, the different, you know, areas you can fish, and these bass are always doing so many different things. So I hope we come back. And I had a lot of fun. You know, like I said, payday. I'm gonna go hang out at the Dakota Lithium booth for just a little bit. So I'd love to meet some of you guys, and then I'm headed south. Probably go down to the Keys and hang out with my wife.
Sounds like a plan. Way to go. We look forward to seeing you up at Lake Murray. He is your current leader in Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He's your current leader in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. The youngest Elite Series champion in history, Trey McKinney. 29 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. He needs 16-12 to get inside the cut. 15 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 12th place with 45 pounds, 11 ounces. 19-year-old fishing phenom. And boy, it didn't take long for his presence to be felt in the Elite Series. His second Elite Series event. He won an Elite Series title, and another good one here this week, Trey.
Yes, sir. I mean, the main thing is to survive. So we done that. This place is a beast. These fish are very picky. They got their own ways of doing things, and I'm not aware of. So it's different out there. Everything, you know, the long run. It's a crazy place, but it was fun out there this week. So we enjoyed it, survived, and on to the next.
Congrats on a good one. Before you go, you're used to getting these. Another weekly bonus for Trey McKinney, Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. $1,000 weekly bonus. And that gets a whole lot bigger if he keeps leading that to the end of the year. Next up, we have a 2-time Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada, Cooper Gallant. 29 pounds and 14 ounces as of this morning. Coop's got 5 fish here today on semifinal Saturday. 11 pounds, 3 ounces, gives him 41 pounds and an ounce, puts him in 24th place. And Coop, a good one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with it. Last week on Harris Chain, I bombed, and I needed a decent one or a really good one this event. Had a decent finish. Man, good crowd today. Thanks for coming, guys. Dad, he's been traveling with me all year. He's been behind the camera. He's been looking like that for half the season. So thank you, Dad. My brother Colin's here as well. He's been behind the camera this week, too. My mom's here. Love ya. Carol's here. And everyone back home. Thanks for the support, guys. Sponsors, friends, and family. Thank you, and we'll see you in a couple weeks on... Where are we going again?
Murray.
Lake Murray. We'll see you there. Thanks, guys.
All right. Turned that whole family into your own little sweatshop, Coop. I'm proud of you. Next up, we have a 4-time Classic qualifier, former motocross racer, Hunter Shryock. 27 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. 5 pounds, 7 ounces, gives him 32 pounds, 9 ounces, puts you in 41st place. But the good news is you get paid to leave town.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a humbling day, but you know what? We had to throw a little gamble out there because what I did yesterday just didn't work. But you guys know the drill, the tidal river. It's like if you're around them and it's the right tide, it's magic. But if you're not, you might as well just be, you know, on the bank somewhere. So anyhow, it's been fun, and we always love coming here. I went through I don't know how many Berkeley Generals, and I got to get some more ordered. But yeah, it's going to be little quick turnaround and right back to Murray. So we appreciate all you guys coming out. We'll see you next time.
Good news is Berkeley's located right there, so you can pick them up on your way. Next up, a former Forest Wood Cup champion, a Bassmaster Open winner from Florence, Alabama, Justin Atkins. 27 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that for Justin Atkins. £12 pounds, 15 ounces, puts him in 32nd place currently. So a good finish this week again.
Yeah, no, it was a great finish. I love St. Johns River. It's probably my favorite fishery in Florida. I grew up fishing the river system. It obviously wasn't tidal, but I feel like I have a decent understanding how it works. Had a little 1-2 deal this week. I'd start on a shad spawn, and then I'd go to Rodman and fish brim beds, and it just turned out good. Yesterday was a little bit of a struggle. I got behind on my shad spawn, which put me in a rush in Rodman, and just didn't really get it going. But today we got some bites right off and just picked through them and made a great week out of it.
Week down with the family, and we look forward to seeing you at Lake Murray. Next up, we have a 10-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's a former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Herron. Had 27 pounds and 15 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. Nine pounds, 11 ounces gives him 37 pounds, 10 ounces. You move into 38th place, and a decent payday this time around, Matt.
Yeah, it was. It's good to see you back. Hope you're feeling a little better.
It's good to be back.
I always love coming to St. John's River because there's so many things you can do. You got guys in Rodman, you got guys side fishing, you got guys all spread out all over this river, and you kind of get to fish to your strengths and do a lot of different things as long as you can play the tides and stuff. So I really get into that kind of fishing. But this is probably the last fishing tournament we're gonna have. We got I'm gonna go home, get a hypnotist, forget everything I know about bass fishing. And for 5 tournaments, I'm going to stare at the screen.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Next up, we have a 6-time Bassmaster winner. We have a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy Brandon Polinick. 27 pounds and 14 ounces to start the day. Needs 18-13 to get inside the cut. He's had a good day here today. Needs 18-13. 18 pounds, 8 ounces. Just 5 ounces short of the cut. He moves into 12th place with 46 pounds and 6 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let me hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro Brandon Polinick. 46 pounds, 6 ounces, and just 5 ounces short of the cut, man. I thought you were gonna sneak in there.
No, I was looking at Bass Track back there, and I knew I was gonna be just a little bit short. I needed one more big bite. Had some opportunities over the last 3 days to do that, and I just came up short. But I'm happy to have that. I needed a turning point, and yesterday I told Kyle when he was filming with me, I pulled up, I found this brush pile randomly, and I caught a 2 3/4 and a 2.5 pounder, and that got me inside the cut. I was going to be outside, finish in the 70s before that. And I told him that was the turning point. And I don't know why, I just felt it mentally. I've had this weight on my shoulders, and I said, something just feels different now. And then today we went out and we caught him, and I just hope that we can continue that momentum. The last thing I want to say, we're raising money for autism awareness. If you go to my website, it's bmpfishing.com/store. We've got, the last 4 years, we've done a t-shirt, and I donate all the money to autism research. We haven't broke 10 grand yet 1 year. 1 year, I think we had 8,500. So I'd like to break 10 grand this year. If you guys go buy a t-shirt, 100% of that's going all the way to autism research.
Awesome work. Thank you, and congrats on a great finish. He's an Elite Series rookie from Knoxville, Tennessee. Get loud for Robert G. Robert G. made a top 10 in his very first Elite Series event. Actually finished 3rd on Toledo Bend. Had 27 pounds and 6 ounces here today. 5 fish to add to that. 14 pounds, 6 ounces. Moves into 25th place currently. So another good finish for Robert G. here in his rookie season. The incredible rookie class of 2024 continues to make their mark on the Bassmaster Elite Series in a big, big way. $41.12, so a good finish here again this week, Robert.
Oh yeah, my goal coming down here to Florida is just to cash 2 checks. I'm not a Florida guy, honestly, and that was my goal the whole time. And today I just covered water on the Minn Kota Quest all day and caught 14 pounds, so you can't really ask for much more. I really lacked a big bite this week. I got one big bite and jumped it off, but it is what it is. But I'm pretty happy I made a check down here.
Happy to have you here on semifinal Saturday. Got to be proud of that. Great start to your rookie campaign. Next up, we have a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, a two-time Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 2 fish today. They only need to be 19 pounds, 3 ounces to get in the cut. You better put both hands on it. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. Puts them in 46th place with 30 pounds even. But guess what? There's people driving home right now that would love to be weighing in here on semifinal Saturday. So there's that.
Yeah, I know, because every time I lost one today, that's what I said. I got the ching-ching anyways. I don't care, man. But they gave me that big old bag to bring up here, and I said, oh, I only need a Ziploc, man. But they made me take it anyways, and they made me weigh them in. I wasn't going to weigh them in, but they made me do it, dude. But you know that saying, you go out there, like I went out in 42nd today, and I said, I'm going to swing for the fence? No, I didn't. I didn't even say that. All I tried to do was just go catch 5 fish today. And I fished pads all week, man, and it's a kiss of death because I lost a bunch of fish yesterday, and I lost a bunch of fish again today. It's just these pads are so mature and they're so thick. Man, I throw that 50-pound braid in there, and I can't break it off, but I can't get my stuff back when I lose these fish. But I flipped all week, and that's all I did. I'm wore out to like no end. So I fished a 7.6 cash and flipping stick all week and a 50-pound Bass Pro Shops braid with the Bass Pro Shops River Bug, Black Blue, and I got a ton of bites. It's a lot of fun. It's just very frustrating. So I'm glad it was today that crap happened right there and not yesterday.
Well, those 2 pounds, 8 ounces may work out to be very important as this season moves on. An Elite Series champion from Benton, Arkansas. Get loud for Stetson Blaylock. Had 29 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day today. Jamie Hartman making you feel good about your bag. See, this is the opposite of what we've seen earlier. 15 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 16th place with 44 pounds and 13 ounces. That's way better than weighing after a guy that weighed 31 pounds. Let's hear it for Stetson Blaylock. "43 anglers into our weigh, and we're going to bring our top 10 out here shortly, but unfortunately not going to be on it this time around, but 16th place right now, so you're going to have a good finish, most likely a top 20, top 25 when it all shakes out.
Yeah, I can't complain with that. This week it was all about making adjustments. I caught those big fish on something different every single day. This morning, I hadn't fished shell beds the entire time. This morning, I graphed one, saw some fish there, and caught that big one and finished my limit on that spot. And that's what it's about, making good decisions. I didn't have a very good practice, but big ones each day carry you a long ways in Florida. Glad to make another good tournament, good check, and ready to get this season going again.
Always great to have you here. Congrats on another good one. Next up, we have a 5-time Classic qualifier returning to the Elite Series, the back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Coleman, Alabama, Jordan Lee. Had 29 pounds and 6 ounces, made a top 10 last week. Looking for 17 pounds, 5 ounces to make a top 10 here this week. 5 fish, 18 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 9th place with 47 pounds and 14 ounces. And Jordan Lee continues to assault our progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year leaderboard in the top 3 in that race, and today going to help him go a long, long way. 47 pounds and 14 ounces in 9th place currently. We'll see how it all shakes out, but Jordan, you're having a great season, and it's great to have you back in the Elite Series, and you haven't forgot how to go fishing.
That's right, man. Hey, I've had a blast this year. I mean, it really couldn't have gone any better, these first 4 tournaments. I mean, I hadn't been here in 8 years or so, and come in after 4 days of the Harris chain and 2 short days of practice. It felt like a big river to cover. I just put my head down. I had 2 baits that I caught them on, a Berkeley swim jig and a Berkeley Maxam general, and I was just fishing the pads. And today I had the area I was fishing wasn't too far from here, but it kind of dried up. I mean, I had 3 12-inchers, so 3 under 3 pounds. I was like, man, I got to do something different, and ran down to a place I've never even seen before. I was like, we'll just go in this creek and let's just go cover water, and immediately caught one of those and caught another one and just kept on going and just covered a lot of water with that swim jig. And man, I had some good bites in there. Didn't catch them all, but man, we had fun. And like I said, it just couldn't have gone any better to start the year. Got a couple in Alabama that I'm looking forward to. And it's great to see everybody, and be back at Fishing the Elite Series.
Yeah, it's a great season, and the good news is you don't have to mess with Jason Christie today.
Yeah, Christie's not up here. I mean, last week, if y'all watched the weigh-in, he tried to whoop me, but, I'm pretty – I think I could take him. That's all I'm saying.
What? Take him in what?
Take him in what? I think we just need to have a little brawl, old-fashioned brawl. I mean, I know I'm a little smaller than he is, but you never know.
Jason is right here. No, he's not. He's not, but if he was, he'd be gone just as quick. Next up, we have a 5-time Classic qualifier. We have an Elite Series champion from Mississippi. Let me hear it for Brock Mosley. 26 pounds and 13 ounces as of this morning. Mississippi's Brock Mosley with 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 36 pounds and 12 ounces. He moves into 44th place currently. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let's hear it for Dakota Lithium Pro Brock Mosley. 36 pounds, 12 ounces, so a good finish here this week.
Yeah, this is my 6th trip St. John's, and this is my first cut I've made here. So 1 out of 6 ain't too bad, I don't guess. But it seemed like a victory just getting to day 3. But, I've had a lot of fun the last 2 weeks. Made both cuts, and that's good for me in Florida. But, I want to give a shout out to Dakota Lithium because last night my batteries didn't get charged. I threw a breaker on accident, didn't know it. So I run 2 tournament days on 1 single charge. And those guys, if you're looking for some lithium batteries, check out Dakota Lithium. 2 weeks in Florida, I wasn't expecting it to be this hot. Luckily, I had a hook gear to keep me cool and protected all week. But all in all, it's been a good 2 weeks. Get a couple weeks off and get ready to go to South Carolina.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. Let's bring up our reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Stone Cold Kyle Welcher. Had 27-15 to start the day. Many good memories here in the St. Johns River. Had 18-15 is what he needs to get inside the cut. 12 pounds even, moves him into 37th place with 39 pounds, 15 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag and gonna hold a few up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Mercury Pro, Stone Cold Kyle Welcher. So 39-15 and a good payday, and on to Murray next.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, which a second ago, a lot of great memories here. This is my first ever Elite Series tournament. Somehow I ended up catching a 10-1. But, today I was really trying to catch a big bag, and I forced it at 1:30. I had 1 bass. So I went back to my roots, and I pulled my trolling motor up like 40 more times to end the day, and seemed like every 10 spots I'd actually catch one. So it was a lot worse than that like an hour and a half ago, and I actually caught my last fish at 3:09. 5 miles away, and I was due back at 3:15. So that makes it fun, even though we only had 12 pounds.
Hey, a good finish, a good payday. We'll see you at Lake Murray. Next up, we have a 6-time Bassmaster winner from Gonzales, Louisiana. Get loud for the Hack Attack, Craig Hackney. 36 pounds and 2 ounces to start the day. Needs 10 pounds, 12 ounces to get inside the cut currently. 5 fish here today on semifinal Saturday. Looking for 10, 12, 15 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 51 pounds and 11 ounces. The Hack Attack, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. An 18-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. 51 pounds and 11 ounces, so not bad. Looks like you're going to go fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, I really want to go back out there. It's been fun. It seems like it might be going a little bit. This morning was pretty fast and furious. The mornings are good. The rest of the day for me is fairly slow, but it's a fun place to fish. This place has been good to me. I look back. I don't know how many top 10s I've had here, but several. I don't know why, but the place just kind of suits me. And I'm fishing a different area. Pretty much every tournament I've ever been here, I've always ended up somewhere different. And so I'm in a different lake this time, and I'm enjoying it.
No matter where you go, it works out for you, and we're looking forward to watching you on Bass Live tomorrow. Next up, we have a former Strike King College Bass champion from Tennessee. Get loud for Jacob Foutz. Had 36 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day. Needs 11.7 to get inside the cut. Looking for 11 pounds, 7 ounces. Not a problem. 18 pounds, 4 ounces, all the way up into second place with 54 pounds, 11 ounces. And Jacob Foutz is going to be fishing on Championship Sunday. $54 pounds and 11 ounces, and you don't got to stress it out. You know you're going fishing tomorrow, and it was a lot of fun watching you today on live, doing something totally different than anyone else, and magic can happen on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, it sure can. You know, we're going to have our work cut out for us, that's for sure, but like Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible. You know, having a lot of fun for sure, catching them on top, catching them on a minnow too, but my hands are raw. They hurt so bad from I've caught so many fish the last 3 days. Today was tough. It's good first thing in the morning, then it gets tough and picks up again about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But wish I had more time to fish in Rodman, you know, just having to deal with the locks. But it's been a good week, man. We're going to see what we can do tomorrow.
Feel so bad for your sore hands from catching so many fish. Everybody as he leaves say, "Aw." Next up, we have the very first Canadian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Cory Johnston. 38 pounds even and finished second here in his very first Elite Series event. Rick Clunn chased him down and took that title from him. Needs 10 pounds, 5 ounces to get inside the cut. 21.14 to take the lead. 18.14. He moves into second place with 56 pounds and 14 ounces. Just 3 pounds short of the overall lead. Let me hear it for Cory Johnston. $56 pounds and 14 ounces. You're sitting in second place, and this has been a pretty good place for you. You know, your first event, almost won here. Every time we come here, you and your brother make a lot of money.
It's never a bad thing when you're making money, but I'm getting sick of the whole close things. I want to seal one, and this is a great town to come. It's a great fishery, and this crowd always shows out. So I'm hoping to have a crack at it tomorrow, but I think my brother's got a bit of a lead, so I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball. But you never know. Like Whatley weighed 31 pounds. When I got beat here, Rick Clunn weighed 35. He caught two 10-pounders. So any cast, you can get a 10-pounder on this fishery. So I'm looking forward to going back out there tomorrow, having some fun. Probably going to fish a lot of new water. I beat up my stuff pretty good. I caught some flipping pads this morning, and then I went sight fishing. So we're probably going to fish new water and see what happens.
You and your brother famously kind of work as a team out there. So does this mean tomorrow you lay off everything and let Cory win this tournament?
My mom would be proud if I did. That's for sure. She wants everyone to be fair, and he hasn't won yet. So I'm probably gonna do my own thing. But to be honest, where we caught them the last couple of days is pretty beat up. There's not many fish left. So I'm not gonna be able to weigh 25 pounds out of there. So I'm gonna have to do something different if I'm gonna get a big weight. I may go in there for an hour or two, try and get a big one, but ideally I got to get some in the morning and then maybe go sight fish and try and get one big one. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but like I said, it's going to be fun.
So you didn't really answer. You just said your mom would be proud if you did.
I'm not laying off anything.
All right.
I'm going fishing. I want a Rick Clunn bag, 35 pounds. It lives out here, and I've lost a few in these pads. They're some of the most stubborn fish to get out. They get hung up. Your hook gets stuck in the pad stem, and they come off, and I think I lost 4 today. And the first day I went 3 for 10, so I'm getting a little better. So tomorrow, if I fish clean, I should have a good chance at a good weight.
And that right there is why Cory calls the first 4 years of his life the good old days, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring out our tournament leader, a 5-time Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Cory Johnston. 50 pounds and 11 ounces to start the day. He needs 9 pounds, 3 ounces to take the lead. He's got 5 fish here today. Looking for 9.3. 23 pounds, 2 ounces. With 23.2, Cory Johnston has 73 pounds and 13 ounces and is leading the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite. went to work today in the power pole wrapped Ranger Mercury, and you were 5 fish away from a lifelong dream. And that pesky brother of yours is I don't know if he's going to make your mother proud tomorrow.
He did help me out today on one fish, so I do owe him that. But, man, it's been an unbelievable week. You know, it's one of those things like, you know, when it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I don't know, like last 2 days I caught a big one on my last cast. So, you know, I hope it works out. But we're just going to go out tomorrow, go fishing, and see what happens.
That area has, I mean, I know you like to party, but you probably wish the party would stop a little bit. Do you have another plan, or are you living and dying in that area?
No, I do have a backup plan. I haven't had to do it yet this week, so I feel like tomorrow's probably going to be the day. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to go in there at all. I don't know if I'll, you know, go in there and not leave it all day. I really don't know. We'll see what happens in the morning.
You and your brother have done incredible here every single time we come to Florida in general, but definitely the St. Johns River. Why is this fishery set up so well for 2 kids from Canada?
I think it's, I mean, where we grew up, it was a lot of largemouth fish, and the smallmouth weren't prevalent, and that's how we grew up, punching mats, flipping reeds, and fishing pads, that kind of stuff, and they're shallow this week. I'm looking at them all. That's what I love to do, so it sets up good.
Congrats. Great tournament so far. 5 fish away from a lifelong dream. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our weigh-in. Only one thing left to do, and that's to bring out our top 10. Are you guys ready to meet them? No. Palatka, Florida. This is the Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River in Palatka, Florida. One more time. Are you ready? He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time FLW Tour winner, a second place finish in the Bassmaster Classic just a few years ago from Shelby, North Carolina, Team Toyota's Matt Airy. He is an 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Panama City Beach, Florida, Drew Benton. Oh, here we go again. Last week he was part of our top 10, and once again he is here. He is a 10-time FLW Tour winner, an 8-time Bassmaster winner, a 10-time Classic qualifier, the 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion, one of the most feared names in professional bass fishing, from Dry Creek, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. This next angler once full sweeped an entire series and the championship, won every single event, including the championship. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. He is one of the best to ever play this game. He is a former Forest Wood Cup champion. He is an 18-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 6-time Bassmaster winner, the 2014 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and Florida's been very, very good to him. He made his very first top 10 in his very first Elite Series event, which just happened to be in Florida. Well, we're back in Florida, and he's back in the top 10. From Gonzales, Louisiana, Logan Latuso. Just a few years ago, he was a Strike King College Bass champion. He showed up here, a pimple-faced teenager, and we called him the Paper Boy. He is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and he's focused on a whole different kind of paper. Not delivering it, collecting it now. Get loud for Tennessee's Jacob Foutz. He is the very first Canadian ever to win an FLW Tour event. He is the very first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. He is a 4-time Canadian Open champion, a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Go make your mama proud, Cory Johnston. Oh boy, what a couple of weeks it has been for this angler, making back-to-back top 10s. Moments ago, he weighed in the Crush City Monster Bag of the tournament. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Texas. Look out for Brad Whatley. And last but definitely not least, he is 5 fish away from a lifelong goal. 9 anglers, including his brother, stand in his way. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 4-time Canadian Open champion. He is a Bassmaster Open winner from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Cory Johnston. 103 anglers started this event. 50 went out today, and only 10 remain. Of those 10, one of them will be your next Elite Series champion. The Maxam Tires Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River is down to 10. The question is, this time tomorrow, who will be that one? The one that wins our 4th stop of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series right here in beautiful Palatka, Florida.
I think I missed the flip. I'm sorry.